edited to put up.
Well, maybe we can get some sex bots in here.
Oh, that's just what we need. That would be entertaining. Let's do that. Come on in. I did have somebody come in one night and they asked me what kind of shoes I had on. And I'm like, dude, I'm barefooted. What you talking about? And Misty happened to be in the show and she's like, wait a minute. I'm gullible.
You just walked right into that one, didn't
you? I'm naive. I just thought, yeah. Well, you just don't know sometimes, Yeah, I need the Android thing fixed too. I know y'all do.
I ain't never touched an Android.
I haven't either, but other people do, and they want to play, and they can't play because Androids don't work. So, all right, I'm moving the tea set just because it's taking up a lot of space, but it's still there. It's 7 pieces and it's 10.
Oh wow!
Maybe they'd have fun with that, and they can't even break it. So there's that. All right, what else can I put in there? I put the dish towel in there. Oh, you asked about the calendar ones. They're over here. I also still have this one. It's not cloth, but it's calendar. It's another one of the 1928. 1928 calendar. So, yeah, if you're into calendars, there's that.
Yeah, Dusty Moose bought one last week. Wasn't it, or was it the week before?
It was last week. And then I have the dish towel ones. This is 1975. And I don't know. 91, I think. These are all new dish towel calendars from...
Amy needs 1996.
Well, Amy, I got 1990. You're close enough. She's cute. Look, they got little...
I'm just teasing her.
And they're cute. Little babies. Anyway, so if you're interested in a calendar, I'm going to put them in. And first buyer's choice on Wednesday.
All right.
They're fun, but you just don't know what's coming. I mean, people might buy, they might not. All right, I'm putting all that up there. I'm gonna move the book.
Out of all the sales I've watched, my favorite is still the buyer choice little things.
Yeah,
my favorite.
it's fun. It's a good way to get rid of small things. And God knows, do I have some small things? All right, I'm gonna move those. Feel like we're over the little people.
We're not over the little people. It's just the wrong person, or the person's not here that likes those.
These are different. I mean, shaving brushes, right? I don't know. They look good on the display. There's 2 of them. Yeah. So we put them there just in case. We'll try
That's March 12th. I'm going to have to tune in for that because I'm dying to see what you bring.
We got an empty half pint. Just in case.
Is that the one you took on the airplane?
No, I got that one on the plane. Never gonna live it down. It was fun. I had a good time. I don't know why everybody else was upset. It was a really fast flight too. I mean, it was an all-night flight, and I figured, I didn't want to go to sleep and snore. So I thought a better solution would be to just drink wine and watch a movie.
There you go.
That's what I did.
And then a bottle later.
Well, I only bought one. The flight attendant kept giving me extra. And I didn't realize that was a problem until I tried to stand up. It wasn't good. I'm going to include the Lion King clock. And okay, I think I don't know, guys. Are we over the littles?
Houseplants are always a good display.
When it landed in Atlanta and all the lights were out, and then when we landed, they flipped the lights on, and I was told that I said, "Woo, Atlanta." I don't remember it, but
And was your husband like this?
he didn't care. It was the kids; they're the ones that cared. But I mean, I don't remember doing it, but they said I did, and it sounds like something I do, so I'm guessing I probably did it. But and then my son-in-law said that I was having this very detailed conversation with a passenger about I was going to get a travel trailer because I didn't want to fly no more, and I don't remember that either. But I guess I did it. Let's move those. Nobody wants you.
If only we had it on film.
Oh, that's probably. My daughter was absolutely scared to death that somebody had recorded it. And she watched YouTube for like 2 weeks after to be sure. I mean, I can't imagine that I was making that much of, uproar.
But it's
But
out of character for you. That's what would make it so funny.
I know it's so out of character for me to be loud and that's a lie. You know it is. I don't know. Apparently some folks had just woke up and they they weren't ready for me. Hey, this is cute. Look at this. I think I showed this
Oh,
once before, but
that a
it's still
rabbit?
here. I don't know. Is it a rabbit? Is it a fish? Maybe it's a fish, but
That's
it's a
cute.
bowl. Anyway, let's put that there. And I put String Lady there because she's fun. Only walking out of your life with relationship with Jesus can fill the void inside. Thank you, Dylan. You are right. I have Jesus in my heart, but he don't control my mouth quite as well as I wish he did. But
Right.
you are correct, and thank you for sharing that.
We just had this conversation about my mouth earlier.
Well, I really wasn't doing any harm. I was just being louder than people wanted me to be. It was, I'm going to put this set of 3 kitties here. And I was running them for a whole lot more.
Those are cute.
Aren't they cute little family of kitties? It's got the little toothpick holder that goes with it. I really want these Rio Hondo condo things to live somewhere else. They're getting on my nerves now. If you're watching on YouTube, you should come over to Virtual Antique Marketplace because then you can see the whole conversation and you'll know what you're missing. You might be missing something. How about I put a bluebird in there? How about him? He's cute.
Those used to be so popular. Are they
I
still?
know, but they never really were here. But you glow, little bird. I don't know. Might glow a little bit. Who knows?
I don't see them being sold like they were, so.
No, it's like everything. It grows.
Yeah.
It gambit. Let's see what else. I have the 7 dwarves. If anybody's into that. Oh well. Let's bring this little one back. That's the little Cupid Belle. She cute. All right. I'm going to run it again.
Run it again.
I think I'm going to have to go in there and pull penny dolls out of the china cabinet just to get people buying. But then what am I going to do with all this stuff?
It'll sell.
It needs to. I'm tired of
There's
looking.
11 people. Next week it'll be different people, and maybe there'll be something that
Yeah.
they just can't live without.
The Lion King clock is in there. I put new batteries in him. He plays music.
She's selling Disney.
I'm selling it. I'm trying to. just doesn't always, go as well. Sometimes it just don't.
But it goes eventually.
Yeah. Well, the other night I did a duo sale with the vintage table lady, and she has amazing stuff. And neither one of us sold anything. It was just dead air.
Oh man.
But we
Well, I just
talked.
hope that that doesn't discourage y'all.
Nah, we talked and laughed, and it's fine. Listen, if I wasn't doing this, what would I be in there doing?
Buying stuff.
Shut up, Willie. You know too much. Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
hey,
I
I'm
know.
I'll do the same thing.
I know. You ain't selling, you buying. Well,
Kimber Girl is asking, are those hankies?
those are. This is a vintage dish towel. I'll just show you one half because both halves are the same, I believe. It's a No, they're different. Oh, look, it's men on the other side, Willie. Men cooking.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my goodness. This just went up in value.
That's right.
I love it now. And then it's women on the other side. Well, shut the front door.
I know, we were just talking about that.
I know they're so sexy, aren't they sexy? Look at them. Yeah, that's what that is. But these are calendars from different years because back there was a time when they used to make calendars on dishcloths. This one's from 1990. They're all new. They've never been washed or, done anything with. They're still starchy. That one's 90. I got 91. And this one I love. It's 1975. That's Misty here.
Sure is.
Yep, there it is. And those orange and yellow colors. Do I have 1972? I don't think so. I got 75. And I got 28. And I got what's this one? This one's a men's calendar one. It's 1960 with dudes fishing. 'Cause, everybody wants to see that. And this one's 1958. 1958.
We
So that's
still need
all.
57 for Nikki Moss.
No, I'm finding everything but that. I still got some of the Tupperware books. You can have your own Tupperware thing, and then you can see what Tupperware was like back in the day. All right, should we run it again? Yeah.
Run it again.
Let's do it again. All right, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Get up there. Move to stage. It don't want to go. It said I'm not doing it no more. I did it and nobody bought anything, and now I'm just not gonna do it.
Kimber
Let's see.
Girl, is 214 your area code by chance?
Come on, move to stage, darn ya. Well, doggy. Come on.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, 214 is my area code.
That's so weird. I'm telling it to move to stage, but it won't go. Maybe
You
almost.
got stood up at your own Tupperware party? That ain't right.
That's terrible. 901. Kimber Girl. Well, the Tupperware books are really cool. They're $5 if you want a Tupperware book. I am so glad home parties are officially out of style because that's what we used to do. Home parties. I guess some people still do them, but done it, did it, over it. Yeah, I don't want to.
I can't think of the jewelry, but they had parties for the jewelry too. I've heard about them, like
They
before my time.
We used to do naughty lingerie parties. back in the day when I was into the naughty lingerie. Yeah, and you could try it on.
Emmalene.
I know. Me and all the ladies from the church. Hey, it was fun.
Was that tiara glass? Wasn't that parties too?
Pearl opening parties, that I've never heard of. They still do these. What's that chef company that they still do parties? People do them online or something, and you could buy the something shelf, and you buy.
It's all expensive.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't need anything anymore. Can you tell? One of the parties with the church ladies. That's right. We sure did. We was all happily married and buying us some naughty lingerie. I need to remind those ladies of that. They'd probably get a kick out of it. They old now too, like me.
How much did that cost, Amy?
I've never heard of that. Did you eat the oysters after you got the pearls out?
I would imagine that would be pricey because that's kind of a novelty for sure.
Now they do that at Epcot in the Japan pavilion there in Epcot. They have ladies in there with the tanks, and they'll open the oysters for you, and you get the pearls.
For a
Hmm.
fee.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything's for a fee. It's Disney. Everything's a fee. I wouldn't know what to do with it once I got it. I'd have a pearl, and I'd be like, okay, I got a pearl now. What? So yeah, no. Let's see. What do y'all want? I'm looking for something. The lady that's whoever asked me about that Aladdin looking teapot. You want me to bring that home? I'll just do another sale from the booth.
I think that was Barbara Castro.
What's that? Put this kitty back out. That's my Brazilian kitty. She's in Brazil. Her back out there.
She said she'll message you about the pot.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got the creamer and all that goes with it too. All right. Move to stage. I told you to move to stage. And then you don't move to stage.
Dad, burn it.
Dad, burn it. All right. What is it doing? It's tired. It said, I'm done. I don't want to do it no more. There it goes. You just have to beg it.
Shiny squirrels here.
Hey, shiny squirrel. Welcome in. We're just hanging out and showing stuff that don't nobody want.
I don't know about that.
It'd be that way sometime. It'd be that way. It's okay. It's like I was telling you, you were saying, doesn't it bother you, like when people aren't buying? I'm like, no, because I'm still hanging out and still with my friends and we're just looking at stuff.
Well, it upsets me to think of the seller potentially getting discouraged.
Oh,
And I would never want them to just try once, not do as well as they had hoped to, and then never do it again.
well, if you get discouraged that easily, you might give up. But I don't. I enjoy the process, and
Well,
um,
it's just like if you had a store out and about or an antique booth.
I do.
You might not sell anything all day, but tomorrow you might sell eight things.
My antique booth does incredibly well. Um, I'm always surprised at what it does, and um, it's so little labor. Are the three kitty salt and pepper and toothpick color? Yes, they are. And I was running those for like $30.
Oh,
And
don't give
now,
up.
and now look at me. Yes, Nan makes amazing things. At least I'm not making this stuff. I just find it and bring it in. So, you know, if you spend a lot of time making it and then it doesn't sell, I would think that would be a little sadder. But you know, sometimes for whatever reason, people just can't buy. Whether they just, you know, sometimes you just ain't got no money.
Right.
I found these this week too. Look at these. Now they're not what you'd say vintage, but aren't they cute? And look, let me get it where you can see it. There's two of them, so you can stack them. Aren't they cute?
Very cute.
I like them. I just think they're cute. So we'll put them in there. We keep, you know what? We keep on. I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna scan the room, show it to me, and I'll run it.
Me too, Melanie. I'm still in recovery mode from that pop-up. My goodness, I spent more money than I will ever admit.
Well, you had a good time. Sometimes it's a once in a lifetime sort of trip, and you just got to go with it. But whenever you decide, you can sell some of that stuff and recoup your money.
Well,
'Cause
funny story. Misty told me the total that they made on the first day, and I don't
uh,
even remember what it was.
a lot.
But between me, there was four of us: Nikki, Karen, Kennedy, myself, and Dusty Moose. It was like a third of it we spent, just the four of us.
Wow. The stuff you're selling on Wednesday you didn't make, so that's good. But you know, it's just fun. I enjoy finding things that I think are cute, and then running them and seeing if somebody else thinks they're cute and want them. And you know, whatever I don't sell here, I will rotate it to my booth, or I will sell it on eBay, or you know.
Kimber girl, do you see down at the bottom? There should be a little button you slide to bid.
Yeah, have you signed up to be able to purchase on VAMP? You just have to put your card information in, and then when you buy something, it'll. Yes, I'll just keep running it till y'all break down. That's what I do. Not really. I just beg until you break
She's like,
down.
nobody's leaving this room until y'all buy this.
I'm not getting off of here until you buy something. Dead gummit. I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time getting it to run. It's not
I
one.
believe it is Barbara Costro.
It's not wanting to run. The lion clean. Yes, I said he was. He's in there. Can't believe I'm gonna let him go at $10, but what didn't happen? I got new batteries in him. Cost that much. But that's what I said.
But you're making room for more.
I am. It's fine. I'm not married to any of this stuff. It all needs a new home so I can go get some more stuff. Because that's what I like to do. I like to get more stuff.
Oh, where's that thing at? Amy, are you still here? Do you still have these? Lots of these? Because I came across some. Well, shit. Oh, shoot. Sorry.
There you go.
Do you still have these plastic bells? Because I have some. I don't know if you're still going to make these, but you need to. You need to make a whole bunch more of these.
Bossy much?
Okay, I'll send mine then too because I don't need them.
Mm-hmm. She'll make it and then you'll buy it back.
Oh yeah, heck yeah! Look
Barbara
at it.
on B.
Can you see that? She made these.
I know.
I
And let
bought I bought three of them, four of them, but
wait.
one's a gift that I still haven't sent.
Were they these? Let me get them out of the bag. You can't see. Uh, it's Willy's fault. All right. Did you make those? Or is that another person?
I don't recognize that.
I bought these from somebody on there. And that's the same thing. They took an ornament and put stuff. Did
I
not
don't.
make those. Well, I'm sad. I got three of them though. They're really cute. They just need to be put away with the other. All right, Miss Barbara, what did you want, babe? You won.
I'll be right back. I gotta fill my drink up.
Okay.
Tell it all before I get back.
Yeah, okay. Pretty sure I can handle that for you. All right, all right, all right. Look at him. Let me show you. See, he plays music. And he's got fresh batteries. I think he's so cute. Let me put him over here, Barbara. Did you buy something? Yeah, you did right there. All right. Well, now your shipping's down to next to nothing, so you may as well buy something else. And let's see. If anybody wants to see anything, let me know. I'll scan this. And then over here in a box, there is more. If you're just coming in, thank you, Barbara. That's the little tea set, Little Red Riding Hood tea set. A lot of these are shakers. What is happening, babe? What is happening with you? She's playing the accordion and he's doing something. He's blowing a horn. They're little vintage shakers. I love shakers. That's why they're here, because I love them. There's a little angel baby with the diaper. And that little guy's cute. Let me get where you can see. He's cute. I don't know where his partner went to. I think maybe she is his partner. They're cute though. There's just a little cute little dog. But if you see anything, look at the little ducks. They're high-fiving it instead of hugging. They high-fived. Thank you. All right. And there's some more little Dutch. She's cute too. I like her. And it just, I think, goes with her. And I like this little guy. I've seen him on some of the YouTube shows I watch because other people keep finding him. He's cute. And there's another set. So if you see anything, look at the little owls. They're cute. Oh, he's upside down. Get it together, Emma. And I got some more Huggies. And look, we got the flamingo bobby pins. All right. Let's bring this little guy over. What is on the pink shaker? Pink shaker. These. It's a dragon. A little dragon. Let me stick them over there. May as well. Ain't doing nothing else right now. Let's put her there. And we'll put these little pink ones up there. And I did put those little alley cats. Any conditions on the 3 kittens? Let me tell you. The only condition is selling them for less than I paid for them. That's the only condition. They're adorable. And they're right there. And this little guy just has the toothpick thing. But no, they seem to be in great shape. I don't see anything wrong with them. No chips on their ears. Or none of that stuff.
Oh, you sold it all.
I did. It's all gone now. You can go to bed. All right. Let's move
Did
it.
you already answer about the kittens?
I did. They are in excellent condition. And it is running. And we got the little Brazilian cat, which I love. I sold the bunny like and the bell. And the Cupid bell and the little alley cats. I like those. And gathering a box to send to you. Karen, Amy's gonna send you a box, Amy.
But she don't even like Kitsch, Karen.
I'm about ready to load up a box for my local women's thrift store and just let some stuff go because, yeah, you get to that point. Kimber
Yay,
girl.
Kimber.
Kimber girl. What would you like? The three kitties.
If I ever hear people mutter the words "I don't like Kitsch," I instantly think,
Do you
"Well,
know
you're
what kitsch?
nuts."
Do you know what kitsch is? Let me feel his ear. Now that I said that, there's a little rough place there, but it's not a chip or anything.
It's glazed over.
Yeah, I think they're in good shape.
So cute.
I know. I can't believe it. That's what happens sometimes. Gotta go find a new home. Okay. They are cute. And I'm glad they got a new home. Let's move some more of these. All right. I brought this one out. And you know what? Look, it's an ashtray. Would you have thought that was an ashtray?
I guess it sure is.
I guess so.
My first thought was it was one of those old pin cushions that they pulled that the stuff just disintegrated in.
Yeah.
But I see the little thing for the
Got
cigarette.
it. And I'm telling you, I don't know about selling ashtrays, but I'll figure out something to do with this. This is California, made in California. I just think it's interesting. Maybe I'll put a plant in it. All right, let's see if there's anything else over here that I can.
Karen, it is not too much.
What's too much?
Her curated collection.
Oh God, has she seen mine? Probably not. This is an ashtray too. Like,
Now you got a good set, Kimber. That's not repaired.
no, they're not. They're in good. They're in good shape, and yeah, good, good, good. All right. Well, all right. Let's just see if anything up here anybody's interested in. I'm happy you're happy, Kimber. That makes me happy. And well,
Oh,
we're
I
gonna.
bet Amy. I bet Amy would love that clown clock.
I bet Amy's not into clowns. I got to do a little research on those clocks because I think they are of some value. A lot of glassware. Don't know if y'all are into glassware. Hey, look, I got Tupperware. It's the Tupperware Jello mold. You could make you a
I'll be
Jello.
darned.
You could make you one of those Jello molds, and you could put all that weird stuff in it. Okay, so let's put that there because everybody needs a Jello mold, right? And then you could get a Tupperware book to go with it. All right, see if it's going to run. So weird. I say move to stage, and it says no,
You ought
not
to tell it on the Ariana sale. That would be a good one.
tell it on the Ariana sale.
Oh, Amy. I
What's
was talking to her.
what's she telling?
A story about her phobia of clowns.
Oh, a lot of people have phobias of clowns. There was a mass murderer dressed like a clown. So yeah, I mean, if you didn't have phobia before. That's enough to give you one.
Do you have
All
any
right.
picture frames?
I do. Someone asked for picture frames. Well, I'll be. How'd that get by me? All right, let me find. I got a really pretty one over here that I just brought home. Let me say what I did with it. There's some more behind the door, but there's not got pictures in them. This is a cool frame. It's metal. Let's sit it where I'll move these Rio Hondos out of the way. They're gonna live here forever. Isn't that a pretty frame? It's brass.
Oh wow,
Got little stones all
that's
around.
fancy schmancy.
It is fancy smancy, and I bet it weighs 3 pounds.
So that would be like $80 to send to Canada, wouldn't it, Karen?
Everything going to Canada, it's like, oh Lord Almighty. It bothers me when I see what it costs to ship it, and but what are you gonna do? It is
But
what
what
it is.
don't make sense is when they ship it to us, it doesn't cost that much.
Well, that's what somebody said, but I don't understand that
I
either.
don't either. I think that's so unfair.
I also have this one, which is not as fancy, but it does have a cool picture in it. I'm gonna move that back over there. Let's just pull out picture frames.
Damn it, Janet.
Oh, damn it, Janet's here. I'm so glad.
We're just chit chatting. What's up, boo?
We got to throw in a towel. You know, I'm not long suffering. I go for a while, but then I'm ready to move on. All right. Whoever was asking about frames, it, there's that one. Not too much here. How about you two? Well,
We're just running our mouths. We're
we just hanging out,
notorious for it.
hanging out and showing stuff. I love this one. I'm gonna run that one at 14 if anybody wants it, because that is really a nice frame. And I'll say I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I ain't. I don't know why it's not letting me run. And then it does.
And then it does.
Then it does. This is pretty. I thought I'd put my son's wedding picture in there, but as you see, I haven't. I'm hanging out with Willy. That's right.
I'm just hanging.
I
Just a
wouldn't have.
hanging.
I wouldn't have lasted this long. Willy hadn't been in here with me. I love that little string lady. See, I would have been done bought like all of this. Of course, I did buy all of this, so there's that. But I don't know. Oh, look, found this. This is a good one too. Let me move. I'm moving the Jello mold. For Easter, I'm gonna make a Jello mold just to torment my children.
Are you going to do the green jello with the carrots in it?
I'm gonna do green Jello with something in it.
I've never gotten the. I remember that as a child and thinking that just does not make sense to me.
I don't know. They put a lot of things in Jello that didn't make no sense to nobody, but they sure were into it. I found this picture, which I
Yes,
I just
carrots.
kind of think it's sort of cool because um it's just that I guess it's the parents. 'Cause he's too old to be the groom, right? So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
And the fact that nobody kept that or there was nobody still alive to keep that just kills me.
Um, well, that's the thing when I find old pictures, I feel bad, so I buy them.
Well, yeah.
Like, look at him. Isn't that a nice looking young man? Nobody wanted him. So, so I brought him home with me. Because
You
nobody wanted
rescued him.
him. I rescued him.
You said, "Kiss me, sailor."
I do love a good sailor. These are old ones too. I love the wedding picture though. It's sweet. I always like these because there's so much. Look at the decor behind them. That's what I look for in old pictures. And look at Mama's shoes. And Mama wearing black. Guess that's what they did back in the day. Wear black. But if you're interested in any vintage pictures, I got some. Look at her.
I didn't know they put it in other colors. I just remember it in the lime jello with the shredded carrots, and it never made sense to me. It's like,
Look
I'm
at her.
not eating that.
No, they put all kinds of things in it, like olives. You put
Good
olive black.
night.
Olives, and look at her. She looks a little mean. And is that a lady or a man? I first thought
I
that
think
was
it's
a
a.
lady.
It looks like a lady to me, but I can only see a little bit of it. I think that's a lady.
I don't know. The more I look at it, it looks like my haircut I gave myself. Other than that, but there's just, I think they're so. She'd slap a ruler. Yeah, I bet she would. Look at her. Is her hair sticking straight up in the back? I don't know. Anyway, I entertain myself with these. I just look at them and find new things. I got a whole box down here full of them.
Well, I just had this conversation with Karen earlier in the week. Did you tell your kids that those were bought and that those aren't your family members?
My kids are old enough to know who their family members are. So,
Okay, just because that thought's always crossed my mind for the photo
yeah, no, it,
collectors.
it would. And any of this kind of stuff stays back here in this room. So, it's not going to. But my daughter and my niece, they love to do genealogy, and they'll take
Oh,
stuff like this and they'll figure out who these people
who
are.
the people are?
Yeah, they love that stuff. Look at him. He's a dapper dude. I don't know.
I just
I
think
just
that
think,
would be awful to think that's my great great grandmother, and it's something that my grandma bought in a thrift store. You know.
look at him. His head's too big. Something happened. He not right. Yeah. Listen, my daughter and my niece say they're writing a family book about our history because our family is so jacked up, and they keep finding these strange stories, and they're like, "This is too good not to share. We need to share this." Like they found out that a grandfather, great grandfather, look at that. I don't know what's going on there. I think it's a funeral. We found out he was married to two different women at the same time, and so he was a bigamist. And the only way they found out is because he used to get in fights on the street. He was a rough dude, and he get in fights with people. And somehow or another, a policeman recognized him, and he knew his wife. And then come to find out, he had two. I don't know. Long story, long weird story. But anyway, he was a bigamist.
Was this your mother's family?
Yes. Can you not imagine that? Look at these. I like these. Yes, and you would just know it would be her side of the family. But
No
it's
comment. I was just wondering.
no, totally. You nailed it. You know, there's some generational curses going on. I do believe. Look at him. Oh, I love him. What am I going to do with all this stuff? I don't know. I just love them. I think they're so cute, and they're on these. I guess that's the company that did the picture. I don't know, but there's some strange stories, and it's really weird when you find it out, and nobody else in the family knows it, and you're like, yeah. And the funny thing about it is, both his wives had the same name,
First name? Oh wow.
same first name, and then he married both of them, so gave them the same last name, so they had the same name, but it's two different women.
Mm-mm-mm.
And that was back in the day when people frowned upon that kind of behavior. That was not Christian-like. And
Did he have children with both of them?
oh, yes, he did.
Oh
My
my
grandmother,
gosh.
who she was the second wife. So then they found out, because she wasn't legitimate because he was married to someone else, and that became a big
Mm-mm-mm.
thing. And then like I said, family stories. But my grandmother divorced. Well, she didn't have to divorce him because she wasn't ever married to him. I guess she remarried. She married somebody else, and they adopted her, and all went well after, I guess. But just strange.
Very strange.
Yeah. And the story that my uncle always liked to tell around Christmas time is one of the grandfathers got gored to death by a reindeer. And nobody ever thought to mention that story till Christmas. You know, they come hanging around, Rudolph and everybody. And then all of a sudden somebody said, "Did you know your grandfather died from being gored by a reindeer?"
From being what?
Gored by a reindeer. He
Oh my
was
lord.
gored to death by a reindeer.
True story.
True story.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I was a kid, and they never thought to mention it until around Christmas. I guess it suddenly jarred their memory. That's not a good story, guys. Yeah.
Karen, I'm anti-pop.
Anti-pop. And I had a grandfather who was a doctor at the hospital where I worked. He was a doctor there. And his son, who was also my grandfather, fell off the roof of said hospital because he liked to drink.
Oh my. I hope it wasn't like a 10-story hospital.
Yes, it was. But you know
Oh,
what? He lived.
good night.
Hmm. Like I said, strange family. Ambassador Antipop. All right, guys, I'm going to hit run. If you see anything you are remotely interested in, if you see something that you want but you think it costs too much, you should probably mention it because the prices can be negotiated if I can just make them run. Well, it says it's on stage.
It's on number 7. You've ran more than 7 rounds, haven't you?
It's just that's why I can't use the Ziploc bags. Move to stage because I end up running the same ones. All right, now let's try it again. Move to stage.
Well, Janet, I'm glad somebody appreciates us.
Me too. So right now I
'Cause
feel
I get told I talk too much.
you do not. I'm sitting here telling all of our dark family secrets, and if there I fill up the airway with something.
Well, I don't know if we have any. I'm sure we do.
Well, we got enough for you and me. That was just the tip of the iceberg. I can talk. I might not do much else, but I can talk.
One thing I've never asked is where do you live, Janet?
Yes, Janet. Damn it. Where do you live?
Are you on the West Coast? Oh, Chicago. Okay.
Chicago.
So you're in my time zone.
I have some friends that live in Chicago, but you're going to ask me where, and I don't know. I just know they live in Chicago. I mean, not like downtown or anything, but. Well, guys. All right, I'm going to do a little scan. If you see something, let me
If you
know.
see something, you better bid on it because by next week she'll have decided to keep it.
Or we'll have donated it. I do it. I go through and just pull things and take it to the ladies, and they sell things, and they use the money to take care of women in trouble or homeless women, and all this stuff. Gerald went to Walmart last night, and as he was getting out of the car, a lady pulled up and said, "Sir, I'm homeless." But he said she's driving a nice car, but she said, "I'm homeless. I've been sleeping in my car. I haven't had a shower in 4 days, and I am $17 short on having enough money to get a hotel. Can you please give me some money? And he said, I don't have any cash on me, because the man never has cash. And he said, she turned her head and said she started crying. And she said, I have asked everybody in this parking lot. And he said, okay, pull over there where the shopping carts are, and give me a few minutes. And he went inside, went to the debit machine, and got some money and took it back out and gave it to her. And said she just cried and cried. And she said, thank you, thank you, thank you. You'll be blessed. If I can just get in a hotel and sleep tonight. And then he come home and told me that. And it just broke my heart. And I'm like, here we are living in a house with extra bedrooms and more stuff than we know what to do with. And then you got people like that. Did I not turn this into a sad moment? It just broke my heart, though. And he said, I can tell when somebody asks, people beg sometimes. I get a feeling if it's legit or not. And he said she was 100% sincere. And thank you for coming and hanging out in my
That's right.
room.
Thank you for coming and
You never know
listening to
what I
us.
be talking about. But that really just touched me. And it made me think that, a lot of this hasn't sold, and I'm going to pack up a lot of it and take it, because I know that shelter, that's what they do. They make sure people have.
Sometimes somebody just needs someone to believe in them and give them a leg up. Not a permanent one, but
Well,
sometimes some people just need a break
yeah,
because, yeah.
she was by herself. Thank goodness there wasn't other children or anything with her. But and Gerald will always say this anytime he gives anybody money. He's like, find a church, go to church Sunday. And she said, sir, I've been, but, they look down on me because, I don't have clothes to wear. And he said, well, honey, there's something wrong with them. There ain't nothing wrong with you. He's like, you go anyway. But I don't know. I actually wanted, I wanted to get in the car this morning, because he said, she first said, can you just follow? Because the hotel is right. There's a hotel right there near Walmart. And she said, could you just follow me over to the hotel and use your card to pay the extra $17? And, he said, I know she was sincere. So he just went in and got cash. But I thought I wanted to go to that hotel this morning, try to find her, but you just don't know. Anyway,
But you
send it
give
back.
it, and if what they do with it is on them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, my brother carried cash, and he carried a lot of it, because he was frugal to a fault. But he always, if anybody was asking for money, he would hand them 20s, and not just one. I mean, I just don't always have cash, but
Right.
situations like that, I go find some. It's
It's like,
not
you want
that
to go, do you have Square?
I but anyway, so that somber story. Look, there's the Walt Disney ashtray hanging out in here.
You're getting rid of that?
I don't know. It's probably going to go in my ashtray collection.
Well, you still haven't
It,
unpacked that, have you?
I haven't. I don't have any room to unpack it. I got too much
Yeah.
in here. This is pretty, though. Look at that.
Oh, that is pretty.
It's a nappy.
That's a big old nut cup.
It's a pretty nut cup.
That's right.
All right, guys. If you don't see anything you can't live without for a week, and you're right, you sit in the back of the church. But yeah, I just never thought in my lifetime I would be seeing homeless people, because that was such a, we just did not have that. I mean, growing up, I guess they maybe had it in big cities and all, but not growing up in the 70s. Um, we had hobos that would jump off the trains and stuff, but you didn't have women and children out there.
And it gets me that they always have a dog, and it's
I
100 degrees
know.
outside, and it's like, oh my gosh.
I have said the exact same thing, Willie. It's like, my Lord, you can't take care of yourself, and you got a dog.
But on the other hand, it's like that dog is their only friend.
Well,
It's their
thought the
it.
same thing. And maybe the dog helps keep them warm, and they help keep the dog warm. And, maybe sometimes people will stop and help them because there is a dog where maybe they wouldn't stop and help. Anyway, and it's just somebody, have somebody to love. It's sad.
It is. It's horrible. And I know that there are scammers, but I think the vast majority of those people did not pick that life.
No, no.
That
And like I
circumstance
said,
just got them.
if I have it, I'm going to give it. And if I just, I don't know. I don't think I've ever, I don't think I've ever not. I'll dig around and find change if I can't find nothing else, but I'll do something.
And I've also heard that, because people are like, why don't they just go to homeless shelters? But the homeless shelters won't allow them to have a dog.
Right. There's that too. And then a lot of times they're full.
And if I was down and out, I wouldn't go if my dog couldn't go. I mean,
That 1080 lace, and that's Gerald. That's what he's saying. That's when they say they're hungry. He said, and if they ever say they're hungry, Gerald's like, wait, and he'll go get food. And I just thought though, after he came home and said that, I mean, this is a small town. We know everybody. I know people that could have helped her if I'd have had, you know. Uh, anyway, yeah. But that's what when I say I'm going to gather up things and donate it, it's called Renew, and it's an antique vintage small store, but they like if I had known and could have just given her their numbers, all she would have had to do was call them, and they would have put her up in a hotel, and they would have tried to help. So it's a good cause.
yeah.
That's right. Nan says, "Hey, Gerald." Well, guys, we've been at this for an hour and 40 minutes. I just love hanging out with Willie. So if
Yeah, I
y'all
mean,
if y'all buy something, that's nice. But if not, I just hang out and talk to Willie, and we
but I
talk.
don't think Gerald wants you to get rid of all of it.
Well, I won't get rid of all of it, but I will go through and things that have been here that I've shown. If I've shown it a few times and I don't feel like I want to show it again, or I don't know. I'll know when I start going through. But you clear out, and it goes to a worthy cause, and then that opens space for you to have something else will come in, and you know, and then I'll have room for it. But
But the problem is when you go donate, you go shopping too, right?
how do you know me so well, Willie?
Because I would do the same thing.
While I'm there, it's like, hey, I came to bring all this stuff, but oh, look at that. In fact, that is where I found all of this L.E. Smith glass. I got all of this from that little Renew. Yes. Well, Gerald's saying, keeps hope alive. Gerald's father, which I don't know if you know this whole part, Willie, but Gerald's father was a prisoner of war, and he was held prisoner for almost 4 years.
Good night.
And he was actually in the Pate Death March, which, if you remember your history, that was a very bad thing. And he survived. And he came home and he raised a family and he left it all behind. He was an amazing man who didn't carry that hatred. And so, yeah, we had a lot to be grateful for. So pass it on. And
Yeah.
gosh, I've gotten very philosophical. I have to go back and try to edit. Get it?
You're still learning the ins and outs of the new laptop.
Well, and it's a really nice laptop, Willie. It is so nice. It's got a light up keyboard and a touch screen. It'll do all kinds of stuff if I just had enough sense.
It'll even edit a video if you
It
just have
probably
patience.
will. I'm using Fillmore because that's what Misty told me to use. And I actually watched some YouTube, instructional things on it, and it looks really simple. And I've got Chat GPT, which my daughter said, ask. She calls him Frederick. She's like, ask Frederick. He can tell you. And sure enough, I was sitting there desperate and I was stuck. And I said, Frederick. And he's like, yes, Adam, can I help you? Because it's Adams. And I asked him what I needed. And he said, if you tap the space bar. And I'm like, oh, that was all I had to do was tap the space bar. Like, okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna turn this thing around. Ha! Here I am. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and Willy. And
Yeah,
it's always fun. And I just
it
love having
is.
Willy here. And Willy got to meet Adam today.
I did.
And
I think I met him on Whatnot, but I can't remember if you had the camera on him.
probably not. Because, yeah,
Okay, I think I just heard him.
I don't, yeah. But he was like, how do you know Willy?
Yeah, I heard him say,
Yeah.
does he sell stuff?
Yeah, that's what he said. Does he sell stuff? Does he have any Power Rangers? I'm like, no, but you
Nah,
do.
he's just like me. He's just like me. He just buys stuff.
He does. He just buys stuff, and yeah. And I told him we would try letting him sell it. He loves to do the sales, but he ends up selling it so cheap, and the stuff's
Right.
expensive. But whatever.
If it
Anyway,
gives him pleasure, just let it go. Let him do it.
I don't
Right?
care. It's what I have. I mean, it's like what if it makes him happy? Just if it makes him happy, just let
That's
it go.
right.
But anyway, thank you, Willy. I
Oh,
appreciate
you're welcome.
me.
We'll see y'all next week.
And we will be back next week. Maybe Friday nights are better because normally I do Friday nights, but we moved this one to Saturday. So I don't know. I kind of think we do better on Friday. So what do you think, Willy?
There might be just too much going on.
Maybe
Too
people
many other
busy.
things, you know.
So we'll try going back to Friday, but depending on Willy's schedule, if he's working in the office, we might move it just a little later so that he has time to get home and get here.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy having Willy here, and I think
I
others.
love it.
I love it.
Nowhere else I'd rather be on a Friday night.
I love it. I
You
think it's
too, Kimber and Janet and
thank,
Nan.
thank y'all.
Everybody that came in.
We didn't know you were going to be on. Yeah, maybe they're trying to let people know too. Well, like I said, I normally do Friday, but I moved it to Saturday because somebody offered to come and stay with Adam so that my husband and I got to go out on a date night. So I had to. But we'll go back to Friday because that seemed to work a little better. But we'll give it a try. And
We'll tweak it till we
we'll tweak it
perfect it.
till it tweaks. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. It's always fun. And I will actually see you on Tuesday. I'm in something on Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it on Tuesday. But I will definitely see you next Friday. So everybody have a great rest of your weekend. I love you,
Hi,
Will.
Barbara, Kimber,
Bye, guys.
Janet, Karen. Mwah. Bye,
See you soon.
Emmalene.